This is the most recent story that I can share. Last week, somebody reached out to me, a driver in an NGO that actually works for family planning, reproductive health, reached out to me through someone, and I got to know that his wife was giving birth to a fifth child. 1st June was the delivery date, and it was a 5th C-section. So, I mean, C-section generally after 3rd is risky. Ideally, you shouldn't even have a 3rd one, but 3rd ke baad काफी risky हो जाता है. And this was her 5th C-section. She went to the hospital because her due date was 1st of June. And the hospital that she went to told her that she was too weak. She had very low count of white blood cells, and she was a very complicated case. And they said, go home, घर जाओ, खाओ पियो, ठीक होके हमारे पास वापस आ जाना. Which in another way, they are basically saying, go home, because you are going to deliver and you are weak, you will die. But we don't want it on our hospital's name. And she was sent back. And in that stress, that family reached out to me somehow through someone. And I then called a couple of people I know, because we work in this sector. So I called one of the leading gynecologists and I said, this is the case, tell me what to do. And then she referred me to another. She said, first thing first, she cannot be home. She needs to be in a big hospital. She cannot be in a clinic. She needs to be in a big hospital which is equipped. So I was told to send her to JPMC. Used our contacts, got her to get admitted. Very serious case. Needed blood. 2 दिन के अंदर उसका blood 10-12 bottles blood की arrange करनी पड़ी, which is another thing that I have discovered is a big challenge in our country. Getting blood donation is a big challenge, and especially if you're going to सरकारी अस्पताल तो वो तो भगाते रहेंगे आपको, यहाँ जाओ वहाँ जाओ, इधर करो उधर करो. Eventually, for two days, they kept her under observation, gave her, blood and all of that stuff, got her health ready. And on Monday, they treated her. They did her C-section, and the family was prepared that she may or may not survive. But alhamdulillah, with the kind of attention and care that she got, she gave birth on Monday. She gave birth to a baby girl. She is still in the hospital because her bleeding stop nahi ho rahi hai. So I don't think she is out of danger as yet. But at least she has given birth to a baby girl. But this happened because these people, even though they are, he was a driver, he had the ability and contacts to get in touch with someone like me, who had further contacts to get the right people to treat her, and this mother was saved. Otherwise, when they went on their own to a hospital or a clinic, they were told to go home. This woman would have died, would have not survived this birth. And मज़े की बात ये है, जो मुझे और ज़्यादा hurt की, मुझे ये पूरा episode बहुत personally बहुत shake किया, because obviously we see this on day-to-day basis, but this was some up close and personal a little bit. What made me really sad was when that baby girl was born and the mother was still obviously in serious condition, the father said, I am not going to see the face of this child, this baby girl, until I am sure my wife is fine and I have seen my wife. And that upset me and made me sad so much, because I was like, first of all, ये उस बच्ची की कोई गलती नहीं है. You decided to not take precaution. You decided to not, use contraceptives, and this baby was conceived. You decided for your wife that this was her 5th C-section, but still you wanted her to go through all of this. You decided it for her or with her, right? And now the entire blame was being given to that child who was born, who had no choice in this whole episode. And then now today you're showing care for that wife so much that you're saying she's so important to me that I don't even want to see my child, I want to see my wife first. Where were you when you were told and you knew probably that she cannot do another C-section, and you could have easily avoided this by using a contraceptive method and avoided this pregnancy. It was something really sad for me but this time around I counseled the husband. But ये oxymoronic state है हमारी सोसाइटी का कि एक तरफ तो आप अपनी वाइफ की तरफ इतनी लव एंड अफेक्शन दिखा रहे हैं कि आप कह रहे हैं मैं बच्ची की शक्ल नहीं देखूंगा जब तक मेरी बीवी ठीक नहीं होती, दूसरी तरफ आपको पता है कि वो 5वां सी सेक्शन नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकती, आपने फिर भी कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव मेथड यूज़ नहीं किया और आपने उसको इस डेंजर पाथ पे लगाया। जब आप इन डॉक्टर्स के साथ बात करते हैं तो वो ये डॉक्टर्स ये कहते हैं कि जी ये खुद करके आ जाते हैं इस तरह की कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिचुएशंस, अब 5वां सी सेक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए बट आपने किया, ये हमारे पास आ जाएंगे, ये दिस केस इज गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड केस, वी नो और वी हैव देयर इज अ रिस्क that this woman might not survive, and if she doesn't survive then this very same family will come to us and say our patient was perfectly fine, the whole pregnancy went perfectly fine and you did something to her and she didn't survive, not realizing that the doctor had taken a risky case altogether. So doctors have also, I'm not saying this is right, I'm saying this is wrong, doctors have also started taking a safer route where they see that जहाँ complication है और हमें पता है वो patient वापस घर भेज दो। गलती एक और ये हुई जो भी वो डॉक्टर या क्लिनिक था कि घर नहीं भेजना चाहिए था, किसी बड़े अस्पताल का रेफरल दे देना चाहिए था, गो टू अ बेटर हॉस्पिटल, इक्विप्ड हॉस्पिटल का रेफरल देना चाहिए था। ये जो जान छुड़ाने वाली बात है ना कि घर चले जाओ, सेहत थोड़ी ठीक करो और फिर आ जाना, दैट वाज वेरी वेरी रॉन्ग। Even if I want to empathize with the doctors from the story that they give कि जी later we are blamed, फिर भी ये गलती है। You should have referred this patient to a better hospital or a hospital which is more equipped. But these are our realities. This is where I feel one of the things that needs to happen is private sector hospitals and clinics need to be sensitized more and more on family planning and maternal issues, sexual and reproductive health issues. They need to be sensitized more and more. Everyone, whether you are going to primary health care, आप खांसी नज़ला ज़ुकाम के लिए भी अगर आप जाते हैं ना, if a family goes, that doctor can also ask a woman or a man, are you married? Yes. How many children? 5, 4, 3. The next thing should be, have you considered using contraception? That is the dialogue, that is the extent to which the dialogue needs to take place at every medical professional or clinic, and it's not happening.